Okay, I'm going to show you a real quick thing about filet crochet. It's actually pretty easy. So the open blocks, this is an open block which is on a pattern. It's going to look like a white block, and then the closed block, which is this section right here, that's going to be black on a pattern. And I believe you had asked me a question about lattice, which is called the lattice stitch, which looks like that V stitch. But we're going to go over the open and closed blocks first. So the open block, basically, so I've done the first block I did as a closed block. Now the open block, you're just going to do a chain 2, skip those 2 stitches, and do a double crochet in the next stitch. To do a closed block over top of an open block, you just stitch right in there and you do 3 double crochets. If you do a closed block over top of the closed block, obviously you're just going to do another 3 stitches, 3 double crochets. I don't know if you could hear my husband in the background, just ignore him. He's kind of noisy sometimes. Alright, and this one's kind of a no-brainer. You go an open block over an open block, it's just a chain 2, double crochet. Then we're going to do an open block over a closed block, so I'm going to count 1, 2, and double crochet in the 3rd stitch. I must be off somewhere. Oh no, I'm not. We're going to do another open block, and it's going to go over the closed block. If I can get my crochet hook in there. Nope, didn't go in there right. This is not cooperating. There we go. Alright, so we're going to chain 2. And we're just going to do a closed block. Alright, so now let's do the lattice stitch. Basically, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the next stitch, we're going to skip those 2, and you're going to do a single crochet into that next DC. And you're going to do another chain 3. Now you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Let's do one more lattice. So chain 3, and this, because it's an open, you're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, single crochet, and 1, 2, 3, double crochet. I'm going to do a closed block, the next one. Obviously, you're going to follow your pattern. Sent the camera shaking. Gonna do an open block. I actually think that you're supposed to do a chain 3 at the beginning of the row, but it's been a while since I've done it, so I can't remember exactly for sure. Well, come on, get in there. There we go. Trying to get my thread here without shaking the camera again. Alright, so now if we were going to do an open block right here, we would just chain another 2. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and do another closed block. Alright, so this row we're going to finish the lattice stitch, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're just going to go a double crochet right into the next one. So that completes your lattice stitch. 3, 4, 5. And it completes your lattice stitch. Okay, so now let's go back across there, because I want you to see what it's going to look like if I do either a closed and an open block over top of that lattice stitch, as well as doing another lattice stitch over top of that. So let's go ahead and chain 3 and turn, and we're just going to do another closed block. Alright, so let's say I'm going to do open block and then a closed block. So I'm just going to chain 2. And we're going to count. I actually like to count from the other end. So obviously we need to have 1, 2, 3 stitches. And then obviously you're going to skip the first 2 stitches right here. So 1, 2, and then you're going to do a double crochet in there to complete the open block. Well, if my fingers could cooperate with me. There you go. And then we're going to do a closed block. So obviously we do double crochet in that stitch, and we're going to do a double crochet in this stitch. And a double crochet in the last stitch. Alright, so now we're going to do a lattice over top of that lattice. So you're just going to chain 3, 1, 2, skip those 2, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the next chain. Chain another 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 2 chains, double crochet. And I'm going to go ahead and do an open block over top this one. And then we'll do a closed block over top this one. and then a double crochet in that last stitch. There you go. Now, if you need me to, I can do another video showing you how to increase and decrease your rows too. Oh shoot, send my thing jiggling again. Alright, let's go ahead and finish that next row. I'm gonna do a double crochet. We're gonna do a closed block. Another open block. And then we're going to finish that lattice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do another open block. And another closed block. Alright, so you can see how that finishes that lattice look. So just let me know if you need me to show you how to do an increased row or a decreased row, and I'll do another video just showing you that.